Hello and welcome to the Hi Little Guy Show. Today we're going to talk about things we don't talk about because it's hard to talk about them. Why would we talk about things that's hard to talk about? That don't make no sense. And the reason is because if we don't, we're just going to be stuck in the same cycles of life. And I ain't into that. I don't think you're into that. Sometimes life can be boring. And that's okay. They say somewhere in that Bible to be still and know. So, be still. No. What is the power of the spoken word? Is it in its delivery, with its intent? Is it in its hearing the intent? Sometimes you hear what's going on in your head. Like, oh shit, I gotta go. And sometimes you're like, hell yeah, I'm going in. But the way you say things and the words you use create something. A world of something. An idea of something. Sometimes the thing itself, sometimes the story. For a minute I thought I was on Masterpiece Theater. Hey! That's an old one. Coming up next. Words, like noise, it kind of depends on the context in which they're said and with the intent in which they're said, and also with the intent in which it's heard. You could be an active speaker or you can be an active listener. You can't do both at the same time. It's literally impossible. Literally. That is not supposed to be here. Where is my stagehand when I need him? He's emptying your bowl, sir. Oh, okay. Thank you. Don't go. You go out now. It's smoky up in here. All right. So what I'm trying to say is, words have meaning, and they also don't. What I mean by that is sometimes someone says, you could have done better. Or, better luck next time. And you hear, I suck, I'm an idiot, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you all have your own version of that. Why did I do it that way? Son of a bitch, I should have known better. All the self-deprecating things we say to ourselves. But if you say each word with intention, and someone's willing to listen openly to hear the intention, one could say listening for what the intended outcome, the intention is, the idea of the conversation. Not like, oh, I know. Not like that. I'm talking about that you hear it. You hear their side and you put no judgment or meaning on it on your side. That's what listening is. Listening is just allowing someone to be exactly where they are and say whatever they have to say, and you just let it go by. You make it mean nothing. It's not about you. It's not personal. It's not anything you have to fix or change or substitute. I don't know. It's like if someone asked you, then sure, you could offer your opinion. But until then, no. Listening is just letting things go by. Like the person that's going by in the background. Hello, sir. He didn't hear me. But I didn't have intent for it to be heard there. So that's an example. So nowadays, when everybody's a little sensitive, me included, you know, it's a little, let's pay attention to how we say our words. And then maybe we'll say our words a little different. Because we, you know, smoke a bowl, have a little vino, a beer, whatever floats your boat, a little cocktail if you prefer. But if you think about words, how would I describe you if you didn't have a name? How would you know what I'm even saying? I could be an ape making ape movements and you'd be like, oh, I understand ape. I don't know. Do you understand ape? Because you must work in the zoo. Hey! Or those animal people, you know? But words, great. And if you watch what you say out of your mouth, unlike some people, most people, sometimes me included, they don't look at what comes out of your mouth and why you're saying it and with what intent. Sometimes we just react and be like, leave me alone, I'm fine, it's the best I could have done, why can't you just appreciate me? And we do our thing. But there's also a way to be when you just listen to what was said. What was said was, you could have done better. It's not necessarily what you heard. And it doesn't mean that he thought it sucked. It just means you could have done better. He thinks you can do better than what you did. It was that. You know, it's just average. And he thinks you're better than average. You know, you gotta flip the script sometimes. And it's not easy. This world is fast-paced and all the rest. And it's hard to control ourselves, but we got to slow down, I think, and be able to do that because we ain't want nothing, no wars on this planet. So, you know, take a pause if you need it before you say something back and just remind yourself it's not about me. They ain't talking to me. And maybe there'll be a little bit more peace, love and kindness around. Maybe. We'll see if you try it. But I love the way words create because they can give you freedom as well. And saying, I let go of this, or I release that, or I'm not going to allow you to say this to me, or I said no, honor that. Whatever it might be that you stand up for, and at first might seem weird because maybe you're not used to being that way. You know, with time you get strength, but it's in saying what's there, what's your truth, where beauty is. And creation happens. And, you know, there's experiences that sometimes are timeless or wordless, you know, like when you're just having a moment with someone and you're just staring them in the eye and they just, you just want to, let's be a little kinder. Let's use our words. Let's watch our intents. If someone overreacts, maybe you say, I didn't mean it whatever way you took it. Because that ain't my reaction. You dig? My dog is getting on the couch. Hello, disco dog. Anyway, so I guess I'm saying This is a reminder to be kind, both to yourself. Don't start self-sabotaging your head like we do. And do something that's good for you and slow down. Take time for yourself. If you ain't self-cared, nobody else cared. So you got to do it. So self-care. Whatever that looks like. It might be a bubble bath and it might be a glass of wine. To each their own. Celebrate. Cheers. Words are declarative. They are I will make another video. So it's a future action. And a promise. Because we've agreed that these words mean what these words mean on a universal scale, not always in an intentional moment-to-moment scale. So mind the moment, would you? Alright, I guess that's what the high is from the little guy today. In the meantime, be good, be kind, and I love you. I'm out.